Do you want to improve your chess game? Winning at chess requires a combination of strategic thinking, tactical awareness, and a good understanding of the game's principles. It's a world where kings and queens, knights and bishops move in harmony, guided by a player's skillful hand. In this video, we will delve into the heart of chess strategy, exploring tactics and principles to elevate your game. We'll share tips and tricks that will help you make those winning moves. So, gear up to enhance your chess game and increase your chances of winning. First and foremost, you need to be well versed with the basic rules of chess. It's like learning the alphabet before you start writing sentences. Each chess piece has its unique way of moving across the board. The rook moves in straight lines, the bishop diagonally, while the queen has the freedom to move both ways. The knight can jump over pieces, making an L-shaped move, and the king moves one square in any direction. Pawns, the soul of the game, move straight but capture diagonally. The ultimate objective? Checkmate your opponent's king, trapping it with no legal moves left. This is achieved by a coordinated attack of your pieces. But remember, it's not just about launching an attack. Defense plays an equally important role. Chess is like a dance. It's all about the right moves at the right time, and it starts with understanding these basics. Having a solid understanding of the basics lays the foundation for developing advanced chess skills. Once you know the rules, the next step is to control the center of the board early in the game. Now you might be wondering, why the center? Well, it's simple. Controlling the center of the chessboard gives your pieces greater mobility and a stronger influence over the board. Think of the center as a launch pad. From there, your pieces can reach more squares in fewer moves, enabling you to launch attacks and mount defenses more effectively. It's akin to having the high ground in a battlefield. You see, chess is not just a game of pieces, but also a game of space. And the more space you control, especially in the center, the more options you have. It's a strategic play that can put you in a commanding position, dictating the pace and direction of the game. Remember, an early control of the center can give you a strategic advantage. Now let's focus on your pieces. It's vital to move them to active and strategic squares. Consider the knights and bishops as the backbone of your game, like the key players on a football field. Developing them early can give you a strong head start. Picture this. Your knights and bishops are like the first responders on the scene, ready to leap into action. They can help control the center and prepare for castling, a crucial move that we'll delve into later. But remember, it's not just about moving them out early, it's about positioning them where they'll have the most impact. Think of the chessboard as a dance floor and your pieces as dancers. They need room to move and to perform their roles effectively. So, make sure to give them the space they need. Efficient piece development can set the stage for a strong mid-game. King safety and coordination of pieces are two key elements in chess. Let's delve into these aspects to strengthen our game. Starting with king safety, castling is a pivotal move. It not only provides a safer haven for your king, but also connects your rooks. You see, the king might be the most important piece, but it's also one of the most vulnerable. An early castle shields it from immediate threats and readies your rooks for action. It's like building a fortress while preparing your artillery. But remember, every fortress can be breached. That brings us to pawn moves. Pawns might seem insignificant, but they form the protective wall around your king. Unnecessary pawn moves in front of your king can create weaknesses like a chink in the armor. So, be mindful and avoid making these moves unless they serve a strategic purpose. Now, let's shift our attention to piece coordination. Think of your pieces as members of an orchestra. Each has a unique role, but they must work in harmony to create beautiful music, or in this case, a winning position. Coordination allows you to launch effective attacks and mount a robust defense. For instance, your bishops and knights can control key squares, while your rooks and queen can dominate open files and diagonals. But they must support each other. A knight backed by a bishop or a rook, a bishop operating on diagonals opened by pawns, a queen protected by her loyal subjects. These are just a few examples of harmonious coordination. In essence, chess is a game of balance. The safety of your king and the coordination of your pieces are two sides of the same coin. Neglecting one can lead to a collapse of your position, so always aim for a balance. Keep your king safe from threats and ensure your pieces are working together like a well-oiled machine. Keep your king safe and your pieces coordinated for a robust defense and offense. Chess is not just about strategy, it's about tactics too. You may have heard this phrase before, and indeed it holds a significant truth. But what exactly are these tactics we're talking about? Well, they're the maneuvers and the clever moves you deploy to gain an advantage over your opponent. These can be forks, pins, skewers, and discovered attacks. Let's break them down. A fork is a move that attacks two or more of your opponent's pieces simultaneously. Imagine your knight hopping around the board, placing your opponent's king and rook in danger at the same time. That's a fork. Then we have pins. A pin occurs when a piece is stuck defending a more valuable piece behind it. Picture your bishop lining up with your opponent's knight and queen. The knight can't move without exposing the queen to capture. That's a pin. Next up is the skewer. It's like a reverse pin. In a skewer, a valuable piece is attacked and forced to move, exposing a less valuable piece behind it. Imagine your rook putting the enemy king in check, and when the king moves, you capture the rook behind it. That's a skewer. Lastly, we have discovered attacks. This is when a piece moves, revealing an attack by another piece. Picture your bishop moving out of the way, and your queen behind it delivers a check. That's a discovered attack. These tactical opportunities can turn the tide of the game in your favor. But to spot them, you need sharp calculation skills. And how do you develop these skills? By practicing tactical puzzles regularly. These puzzles train your brain to recognize patterns and visualize sequences of moves. They help you anticipate not just your next move, but several moves ahead. So, make it a habit. Spend some time each day solving these puzzles. You'll find yourself spotting tactical opportunities more often in your games. And as you become more adept at exploiting these opportunities, you'll see your game improve dramatically. Remember, a good chess player always stays alert to tactical opportunities. Opening. Improving your chess game requires consistent effort and learning from your mistakes. As we delve into this journey of chess mastery, it's essential to acknowledge one fundamental aspect of the game. It's a learning process. Every game, every move, every mistake is an opportunity to grow, to hone your skills, and to gain deeper insights into the intricate world of chess. One of the most effective ways to improve is by reviewing your games. This isn't just about replaying the moves in your head or on a chessboard, it's about critical analysis and reflection. Ask yourself, why did I make that move? What was my strategy? Did I miss an opportunity for a better play? This process of self-questioning encourages you to think deeper and understand your game better. When reviewing your games, it's crucial to identify your mistakes. It's easy to focus on the moves that led to a win, but the key to improvement lies in understanding where you went wrong. Did you overlook a tactical opportunity? Did you fail to secure your king adequately? Or did you rush a move without considering the consequences? Recognizing these errors is the first step towards improving your game and minimizing future mistakes. Remember, mistakes are not failures. They are simply stepping stones on the path to becoming a better chess player. Embrace them, learn from them, and use them as fuel to propel your game to new heights. But learning from your games is only part of the equation. Regular practice is equally important. The adage, "Practice makes perfect," holds true, especially in chess. The more you play, the more familiar you become with different strategies, tactics, and positions. It sharpens your calculation skills, improves your ability to anticipate your opponent's moves, and enhances your overall understanding of the game. But remember, while regular practice is key, it's important not to rush the process. Chess is a game of patience and strategy, and the same principles apply to your learning journey. Don't expect instant results. Instead, focus on gradual, consistent improvement. And finally, don't forget to enjoy the process. Chess, at its core, is a game. It's meant to be fun, challenging, and engaging. So while you're striving to improve, don't lose sight of the joy and satisfaction that comes from playing this beautiful game. Closing. With patience, practice, and a keen